Every summer, Thomas and Timothy would visit their grandmother's house, hidden deep in a sleepy village where the fog seemed to whisper secrets, and every old tree had a story to tell. To most, this place was just a dot on the map, but to the brothers, it was magic. Not the firework kind of magic, but the soft, creeping kind, like something waiting to be found. Their grandmother lived in an old wooden cottage with flower pots on the windowsill, a crooked mailbox, and a porch that creaked like it was talking back when you stepped on it. She was the kind of grandma who always smelled like cinnamon and always had cocoa ready, no matter the season. Thomas, the older brother, was quiet, a thinker. He liked facts, puzzles, and books. Timothy, total opposite. Wild, funny, the kind of kid who once used peanut butter as hair gel just to see what would happen. That evening, as rain tapped on the roof, the boys sat by the fire. Their grandma told them stories about falling stars and forgotten places. But one story stood out. Some things, she said, are better left in boxes, especially in attics. Later that night, as thunder rolled in the distance, the attic door creaked open. Not by itself, but by curiosity. Timothy led the way, flashlight in hand. Thomas followed, muttering about splinters and mold. The attic was a forgotten place, filled with suitcases that hadn't traveled in decades, and boxes that whispered if you listened long enough. And there, at the back, under an old tapestry, was a box unlike any other. Inside, cushioned by velvet, sat a golden pocket watch. Not just any watch. It ticked, even though it hadn't been wound. "Put it back," Thomas said, almost in a whisper. "This doesn't feel right." But Timothy, he saw more than metal. He saw adventure. Later, in bed, Thomas stared at the ceiling. Thunder cracked and shadows danced on the walls. Then, a sudden chill. Thomas turned and Timothy was gone. With heart pounding, Thomas crept through the dark house. Floorboards groaned. Wind whispered through the cracks. Upstairs, the attic door stood open, and the box empty. The air shimmered as if time itself was holding its breath. Somewhere not in the attic, not even in their world, Timothy stood, watch in hand, staring at an ancient village. And behind him, something moved. Something that didn't belong.
Timothy, what did you do?
The watch had been opened, and nothing would be the same again.